I just thought I'd do a quick update for what's been happening this week. So on Tuesday, Adele and myself interviewed five teaching applicants, um, principally for secondary education, but they all had masters, so we could probably even use them for bachelor education as well. Um, so of the five, I think there was well, the three were very good, were standouts. One uh, of the applicants, I think she had some very good management skills, and all three of them were very good. I think at being able to overcome our problems and not get too worried about them. So the idea is that we will probably use those three for secondary education as well as possibly bachelors, because they all had master's degrees. So that would work out well. Um, Adele's completed the timetable for the secondary education course. So that's obviously what the teachers will be involved in that. The reason why we're just starting off with the Melbourne-based ones is just for proximity, so that we can help them through the first stages to get used to to the program, the teachers and sorry, the students, and the technique and what's being done, and then after that they will be in a very good position to be able to teach other teachers from Afghanistan. So that's great. So the secondary education course timetable is completed, and Adele's currently finishing the higher education course. So if you remember, we're running 4 classes in each. So there's going to be Year 12, Year 11, Year 10 and Year 9 for secondary level education, and 4 units in higher ed. And they'll probably be just a few days apart, or just to space them out while it's being introduced. And then after that, because this whole system is quite scalable, so it'd be very easy to go to the next break for registrations, which are, I think, for Moodle. The next subscription is for 500 students, and then after that, the next subscription is for 1,000 plus. But we'll certainly see how we go with this first intake. Now, this is just a quick discussion about the education design approach, which is being used. So it's based on Bloom's taxonomy. So a little bit of history. It was put together in about the 1950s. There was about 30 academics who were just trying to work out the best approach for teaching. It's really quite a detailed program, and I won't go into it too much. But in essence, there's the pyramid there, which has basically the what they consider to be the six levels of cognitive processing. So right at the bottom, it's knowledge, and then right at the top, it's evaluation, and the education is the different stages through education travels basically up that pyramid. Now, what we're doing, and how it works out is basically the lower 3 levels are the require the lower cognitive processes, and the higher. The top 3 are the ones which require the most cognitive processing. So how the online courses work is that the most important time is going to be the virtual classroom with the teacher and the other students. So it's basically in this area where the top three levels of the cognitive processing will be carried out. So things like analysis, synthesis, and evaluation. So it's talking, discussing, arguing, explaining, those types of things. And the three lower cognitive levels are basically ones which can be done at home by the student by themselves. So it doesn't take up any of the virtual classroom time. So this can be all prepared before the class, and then when the virtual classroom, the student has the background and can be involved in the discussions. So the virtual classroom for the secondary education will be about 45 minutes. So we'll be discussing, explaining, and also socialising amongst the students. So it's very important, particularly at the secondary level education stage, for students to be socialising with each other. So that 45 minutes is going to maximise that. There will be some breaks, and the virtual classroom, they have these things called breakout rooms. So it's sort of just private rooms. Well, it's just private screens, really. You can just go to one of these breakout rooms, and you're sort of there by yourself. You've got a screen, and you can talk to each other. So it's very good for having working in groups is what it's designed for, but it's very good for having a bit of a natter and a bit of a chat. So that's basically the design of it. So there's with each class there's three steps. There's the before class preparation, which is the lower level cognitive skills. There's the virtual classroom, where it's the high level, and then after class there'll be some other just reflective type exercise for the students, and then with the next unit the whole process starts over again. All right, so that's it. So we'll have another meeting coming up soon when we can talk about some other things as well.